record, baby, and give me this right now. Yeah. Give me that. Come on. Give me that. Make some noise out there.
What is good, everybody? Is your boy XXLFresh or your classmate Jakes Franklin, and I do have a blooper reel because I need to practice. And it's in double check some double check some facts. Yeah, I might have another blooper reel, but I do have some new facts and topics for you to discuss while on this video. Fortunately, Keaton could not have gone on with me. There was just some mishaps when it came to the communication. And yeah, while this may be an unorthodox method of viewing, I still hope that you enjoy it, because ooh, I haven't played this game in forever. Kids, don't drive like this at home. So the first topic that I would like to talk about is money outlets, because while some people do know this, that money is actually surprising in a way easy and hard to get on through YouTube. While there are normal jobs like a staff software engineer or a well, just engineer really. If you want to go through the content creators option, there's multiple ways. So first off, there's ad revenue, which happens whenever you become popular enough to become monetized, in which YouTube will basically put ads on your videos that they deem are worthy enough to have those ads, and send you a portion of the money that they get from the originators of the ads. So that's the first and probably one of the most popular that I know of, but it is a bit harder to do. Ooh. It is a bit harder to do since you actually have to stay within the guidelines. There is another, which is sponsorships. Sponsorships is whenever a certain especially depending on the type of creation you do. Like for me, I'd have to probably get a gaming sponsorship or some pertaining to gaming. But sponsorship is whenever some certain, let's say someone makes a new racing game and they want me to try it out and play it, which I don't know why, because I suck, but let's say for the sake of the example, they would pay me money. Yeah, I wouldn't have as many restrictions as long as I'm either playing and or talking about the content and giving it a good review. Usually, I'm not sure if it's an honest review or a good review, but would you really rather risk losing the money for my honest review? Now another one is merch selling, which is doable, but if you think about it, it really wouldn't work out as much unless you like are popular enough to sell merch. which in and of itself isn't a bad thing. It's just it takes a while to get there. although that is still a completely viable option. Pull up right here. Well, that was a few of them. There are some lesser known ones, unless you are more in tune with the programs of YouTube. So there is the channel memberships, and what that is keeping in mind that a lot of this pertains to you actually being monetized, which is when the YouTube like engineers and stuff believe that you're fit to receive money from task. But channel memberships is whenever you or I, in this instance, were to set up something, if I had enough subscribers, for them to get special perks, whereas other people wouldn't. So like certain emojis, only like they could use, certain banners, certain audios, they can watch only certain videos, while other people couldn't watch them, and just exclusive stuff that you would imagine you get from any other kind of exclusive brand or club, like how Albertsons and stuff, right? Albertsons and Amazon will give you certain perks if you're with their clique. Wow, I am not good at this. Yeah, I'm not good at that at all. So we have already gone over, oh yes, and YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium, I actually am not too well versed. Whenever I try to look into it, I cannot find the answers I was finding, so sadly I'll have to leave that out. There is something new that actually just came out in the newsletter for the actual content creators, which is called the YouTube Shorts Fund. YouTube Shorts Fund being that since there's a new form of YouTube videos which are called shorts, which I believe are about 15 second to a minute long videos of content. So whereas this video could be about 10 minutes long, they would be confined purely to a minute. And creators could possibly earn 10 grand per video, I believe, whenever I read the newsletter. The company memo wasn't too clear, but that is a new feature that will be only this year and next year. So some of the lesser known facts about YouTube, as well as some of the more important ones that people should know when going towards it. So YouTube was made on Valentine's Day in 2005. For those who don't know, February 14th, 2005. It was indirectly funded by PayPal, which is an interesting little fact that not a lot of people know. Meaning that the original creators, there's 3 creators, actually worked for PayPal, and they used their bonuses for the site instead of going on vacations or sabbaticals or anything of the sort, house renovations. They used those bonuses to support their creation. Google bought YouTube October 9th, 2006. So a little over a year, no, about 2 years after it was first created, and they bought it for $1.6 billion. Meaning that in its about 2 years of life, it had already earned approximately $1 billion in value. A really, really unique fact that I'm not too sure a lot of people would even believe is that YouTube was intended to be a dating site, which I say it specifically in that voice because I still find it hard to believe myself. But yes, YouTube was intended to be a dating site where people would upload videos of themselves talking about their likes, their dislikes, typical dating site speech, you know. I'm sorry for the informality, but I have no other way to put that. And it did not appeal to anybody, actually, which isn't that much of a shocker. Turn the steering is weird on this. So, and this is kind of questionable, but not as questionable as a certain fruit company that I read about, which was explained in the slides. But the creators for YouTube had actually gone on to Craigslist at the time and tried to pay people, women in particular, to, and I quote, post videos of themselves, not in a lewd manner, but just so people would go on the site, which now we would think is harmless because anyone puts videos of them or their kids or something similar up on the site. But yeah, a lot of people are actually against it at that point in time, which is kind of a surprise if you really do think about it, given just if we look at it now, we wouldn't really expect anyone to be against doing it since it's so common. So after they saw that there was no success in the dating site field, they decided to they had decided to remove what they originally had built, in no sense, from dating wise to just anything, any type of video. Well, I do praise YouTube's ability to teach and really just gonna make life easier for a lot of people. That does not mean there are not some other points that can be made. Further into YouTube's love for help, YouTube has actually just created a newer system, or at least from what I am reading, where it will willingly teach people just how to make better financial decisions, how to make their brand more out there, their channel more out there, so they can become monetized, and more or less just simple as that. In any way that someone might need help starting YouTube, or even just being a veteran to YouTube and a new addition, YouTube had created a hub on the YouTube creators for that purpose, which I just think is really neat, since they're still expanding, and instead of worrying about themselves, they still care about the money, but they also care about the people who use their site, not just for money, but for fun, or for to connect with others. Especially since I was trying to get into YouTube when I was younger, just as a joke with my friend. I never had the ability to get into it as in depth as I can now, to actually like look at all the options and the charts and the demographics and see what really works in which way. Yeah, I see, that would have looked a lot better if that didn't happen. Now, I know you must be wondering before I do close this up, because those are what I read off were things I had actually researched from YouTube itself. Job I'd listed earlier, legitimate, strategic partner engineers, staff software engineers, strategic partner managers. All these are real things. These aren't just things I'm making up in my head try to get a grade or something of the sort. This is real money and real opportunities that today you can invest in. And in case there's a question, YouTube is not hard to get into, to create. Like, I know this may not sound or look good, but it works, and that's all that matters. People didn't immediately get started out on the greatest equipment or the most high-end deals. People got started out kind of like how I am now, just on the game system or on their phone, even where I originally started. Just a headset or earbuds or something of the sort, and just making videos, and you can bloom and make so much money and create such a lovely community that can help each other, help you care for each other, purely just from doing something stupid like this. Well, I have teachers subscribe to me, and I can joke around, talk about videos, and have a unique experience that I probably wouldn't have had if it wasn't for YouTube. So the creation on YouTube is easy. Getting it out there, it might be hard, but if you really enjoy it and people appreciate it for what it is, then it will happen. And now I know this is kind of silly. This has gone on for a minute, but I still think that you should give it a try. You should check it out, see what you can. Ooh. By the way, I hope you all like this. This is my belly, my baby. Although, I guess since this is close to the end of the video, I will get my fast card just for you guys. I had one more point actually. I do believe it's really weird since I never have scripts or anything for videos. I don't do scripts or anything of the sort. I kind of just talk and have fun, and that's just kind of the beauty of it, is that I don't need a script. You have to learn more about making YouTube better for. Oh, I totally. You see, thank you. I think thanking you guys. There's actually one more point. This is not the point I had forgotten, but this is another one. This is a legitimate point. So something I had not known of earlier was that now on YouTube you can actually how do I put this? Actually help each other? That doesn't sound right. So this is something I'm not actually aware of because I've never seen this. This is new to me. But now they have a way where you can talk with the community and make it better. You can make it better for content creators. You can basically do anything. They will contact you where you can join into Google or like live streams, very much like we do here at the school, and give your feedback on how you think things go. That was totally the wrong button. So there's one thing I would like to address, just for me personally, and that is why I'm using gaming. Why gaming is the thing I chose, and why I think that's appropriate. Originally, I was doing Call of Duty, but my facts weren't good enough at the time, so I had stopped using it. But something like this, it's something I take comfort in. I've became closer with my friends, my family, and people I never really considered I could be closer with through simple things like gaming or jokes from the game. And so I'd like to see little just jokes me in here and there where I say oops or something. It's just a way for me to be able to connect and hopefully have you understand why something is the way it is. For instance, I very well could have made a poster or something. Very well could have gave a boring speech in front of the class about why YouTube's cool. Instead, I try to show you why it's fun, show you why it's intriguing, and you should try to look into it. Where you can just watch people have fun, watch people who are better than me, obviously. Play these games, or drive around, or learn how to cook. I've learned about social constructs, and why blue is rare in nature, and how to grow an AK, which is actually a really funny video. Politics, comedy, romance, what shows to watch. Although it can seem controlling, it can feel controlling, if you simply just enjoy it for what it is, YouTube can open you up to a whole new world. And while a poster would have been cool to make, now that I think about it, it probably would have been really cool to make. this will live on forever. All my terrible driving and all the walls I've hit, this video, the video of this will live on forever. The fact that he's alive is insane. Nothing short of a miracle. And that just about wraps up my conclusion. This will probably be about 20 minutes long. And since I am very lazy, I'll probably lose focus in the video itself, or be talking with either Ace or Starshine. I'm calling him by his YouTube name, so haha. Sania, or just Nadia, or Goins, really. I would like to thank all of you for watching my video and hopefully taking down a thing or two, at least mentally. Feel free to ask me questions. We all know I truly run the English class, so feel free to ask me questions. Not about how bad I am, though. Please don't say anything about that. I don't need a reminder that I suck at this game. That's like the one thing that's off topics, really. Also, yeah, this is my YouTube channel. If anyone would like, I can, will, I should say, freely give this out, including the teacher, mostly because I have no shame, and I need subscribers since I only have 30. Something I would like to explain, though, is how, actually, before I finish up, because I was about to finish up, I just remember something I do need to explain, is how things like, okay, I'm about to really wrap this up. Corny's about to watch TV, and I can actually get into a lot of trouble for having that audio play. Have that audio play. So, to be a content creator, like I said earlier, isn't hard at all. But to get monetized is the hard part. You know what? I'm actually really tired. I'm doing this at 9:30 at night. I just finished doing homework and stuff. This is literally my last homework assignment. I spent like 2 hours so far editing videos for this. Just had to make this one again. So I will have to wrap this up. It is hard. You do need a certain amount, as well as no swearing, no offensive talk. Since I am not monetized, I doubt I'll get monetized, and so if I do, it'd probably be in my 50s. Certain words can be restricted and will be restricted. Like Corona, COVID, stuff like that. That makes my my videos not monetized. Swearing too much, saying certain phrases, assaulting certain groups, that all can get you demonetized. And really the only reason monetization is so important is money. That's like the main and, as far as I'm concerned, sole benefit of monetization is that if you're monetized, you can get the ad revenue, which is when that, like I said previously, when ads play on your videos. YouTube will allow ads to play on certain videos, and basically you and YouTube split the proportion of the money. I feel bad for my joystick sometimes. And this car. You see, guys, you see how you're helpful? You guys just helped me find something I needed. Going to owe you one. Is it worth it? Some people might ask. I don't know who would ask, but some people might ask. And to that I say, yeah, and, well, yeah. I say, yeah, it is worth it. Now, where are you? There we go. That was probably very dangerous. Please tell me that's all 4 parts. Or what is that? Oh, that is not all 4 parts. I got my hopes up, but it's fine. I say if you truly want to, go out there and just try to make an account. Try to have fun with it. Do what you like to do. Make horchata. Read books. Because even if no one will come to your videos, if no one watches your videos or likes your content, you can take solace in the fact that you tried something new and you can enjoy it. You can look back on it. You can have it sitting there, and at some point someone will enjoy it. Also, I'm very sorry I'm quiet and awkward. I usually don't talk, and if I do talk, I don't like promote stuff. I feel like I'm doing an ad right now. That would have been a great drift. I'm kind of sad now. So this is my channel, and I do greatly.